Hello and welcome. In this session, we are going to see how can we compare two databases which are hosted on two different PostgreSQL cluster using dbeaver tool. So this is our dbeaver tool. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to uh, just show you how to make a connection that we have already seen. But in this session, what we are going to do is I have two instances. One is PostgreSQL, which is running on my system, and another is Postgre, which is running on an EC2 instance, right? And I'll show you the pgadmin as well. So in pgadmin, if you can see, this is the GUI tool to access your PostgreSQL. So I have two instances over. I'm also not going to show you how to connect to pgadmin, which we have already seen at earlier. So this particular PostgreSQL 13 is on my local system and this is on EC2 instance. This PostgreSQL 13, it has three databases, and the another one which is on EC2, it has 102 databases. And if we see, there is a facility in pgadmin which is for checking the difference between the two schemas of two databases which are hosted on two different or same cluster. So this is my cluster, a Postgre cluster, which is running on my local system, and it is allowing me to check which database I have selected, and inside that, whatever schemas are there, I wanted to compare them. So we have schema def facility or tool available in pgadmin. The same way, we will select the EC2 instance as well, and once it is connected, it will automatically pick up the different databases which are there. I'm just selecting one of the database, which is DVD rental, and I'm not selecting the specific schema. If you simply say compare, then it is going to list down all the objects which are there. The point of discussion is not this one. The point of discussion is dbeaver. In dbeaver community edition, I have two connection. One is of my Postgre, which has just three databases, you can see on the screen, and on EC2 instance, I have another instance which is having across, I think it is 102 databases. So just I wanted to compare, though it doesn't make any difference, but just wanted to show you how you can compare the databases across two instances on Postgre when you have done some migration and you wanted to check the difference in the number of objects. So let's just select it. So I just selected it, and you go to, so you have file, edit, navigate, search, SQL editor, database. So you go to database and just say compare or migrate. So it will do the simple comparison. On the top, you will be able to see you have PostgreSQL, which is the first connection, and if you see the fully qualified name, it is available over here. Though it is not anything which is going to show you the details, because it is, I have not made it very specific, but this is my local system. This is on EC2. So what you can compare is you can compare the system. So I'll just say skip system objects. It is going to compare the expensive properties. If you say yes, compare only structure, or you wanted to do other stuff as well. So let us select everything and just say next, and you say show only differences, so it is going to show you, just say compare. So you can see they based on our selection, it has shown us the structure. It is talking about the database. We have this database in the source side, and this is in the target side. So this particular database doesn't exist on the target side. Same way for Postgre database, it is existing on both. Inside that particular database, Postgre, you have a schema, public schema. So public is also there. And then you have tables on the source. You can see there are three tables on the source side, but there is no such table on the target side. And similarly, there are three data types on the source type, but on the target, there is nothing like that. On the source, you have an extension called as admin pack, but on the target, you don't have. And related to the collision, you can see the details over here. We'll scroll down further and available extensions you can see. Let's go further down from here and see the database difference. On the source side, you have testdb, but the same database is not available on the target side. And there are DVD rental 1 to 100 on the target side. You can see DVD rental underscore 49, 50, 51, 52, but these are not available on the source side. It is just a way you can compare a lot of objects, almost all the objects in your source and target environment. So that might be an easy way to compare it, and given the condition, like you have the facility to select something or unselect, that is going to help you. And if you talk about the PG admin, it is going to show you in this way. The only challenge you will have it, you can select the databases only. And inside the database, different objects, if you wanted to compare, you can see it. Like in the source, you have dblink, what do you say, the extension available, but in the target, you have nothing like that. So it is about the extension. In terms of the public schema, you will be able to see in target you have year, but there is nothing in the source. So it is going to list down all the objects in your target and source side. The difference between the schema diff and compare database in pgadmin and dbeaver is the flexibility you get for PG admin is lesser, but when you talk about dbeaver, you have more flexibility because you can do it at the entire cluster level and you can compare the different objects. Though the report which will display, you have to make sure how you are going to compare. This is your source side and this is your target side. And before doing this, make sure that you have made the connection in dbeaver with your both source and target environment. And before doing that, make sure you have the driver installed, which we have already seen. I hope this is going to help, and thank you.